you love to play. Oh, you love to play. Don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back karma. I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order.
Hey you guys, June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and I'm here to share memories about my mom, Janie, who succumbed to the disease December 7th, 2022. My mom was an eclectic type of woman. She could cook, she can clean, she could fix things. She was just an all-around type situation. Like, she was different. She was just different. I can't tell you how many times my mom would be out in her front yard. Most of the time she moved it to the back because she would be interrupted by men, because she would change her brakes, she would change her oil, anything to save a coin, honey. she would be like, I'm moving my stuff to the backyard because they getting on my nerves. They interrupting me. Honey, just see her little self. I'm gonna give her 5-1 because she was short. I'm gonna give you 5-1, girl. I'm gonna give you 5-1. she just see her little self up under those cars, honey. She had the cars hiked up. She had these two things, and she would hike the car up. She would hike the car up and get up under it and change her brakes, change the oil. She would do her own thing. She was like, why would I pay them people? I could do it myself. Who are you? No, let's drive to the place. No, I'm doing myself. Oh my God, build a pit. Oh my God, she built like this smoker, this pit in the backyard. My granddaddy was a commercial fisherman, so he went and he would go and of course fish, but he would bring back mullet, right? They would smoke the mullet. She built this pit. She went and bought blocks from the store, bought blocks, mixed her own cement, created it in the backyard, digged a certain amount of dirt out. Don't even know how. Digged a certain amount of dirt out of it. Put the blocks up, put the cement on it. She cut this wire. I don't even know where she got the wire from. It was like wire, some type of screen type situation. Put it over there, and she was like, boom, my own smoker. And her and my granddaddy was selling dinners. Smoke mullet at that. Yeah. Yeah, like she just hit different. Okay, this one this memory. We used to have I grew up on a street named Belleville Road, right? It's not named that anymore. They used to have a turkey shoot Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, actually Thanksgiving Day. Excuse me, one of those days. Guess who was the only female over there? Girl, get in this house. Get in this house. Baby, what's crazy? She would be the only girl over there. Only girl over there shooting, and would come back with a turkey. Ma'am, you can't be over there beating the men. Man, what we gonna do with this turkey? You already got one in the oven. She was like, girl, I'm gonna put it in my big freezer, and we already got a turkey for Christmas. Okay, girl, okay. Oh my God, my mom could cook. She wasn't afraid of work, honey. She wasn't afraid of work. Very adamant about paying her bills. That she didn't play about. She liked having her own stuff. She didn't want people to have like control over her. Like she liked having her own. She loved having her own. So she would work for it. She would bust her butt to get whatever she needed. My mom used to work at the shoe factory. She used to work. She was a cook. She used to work in retail, but the one job that she was extremely proud of was a police officer in the DOT department. The smallest thing, of course, in her group, but they respected her. If she said, hey, over the speaker, she commanded attention. That Mom, yeah, she commanded attention. She could walk into a room. Her and my grandmother would always say, you don't have to be the loudest one to command attention. You can be silent and walk into the room. People can respect you. It's by your character. It's not literally how you go about talking and money and all that. It's literally your character and how you treat people. Girl, her food. Oh my God, her food. Her food was, it just had this distinctive taste. And still to this day, I'm trying to get my cabbage to taste like hers. I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm trying. The last time I cooked cabbage, I was like, girl, I'm almost there. I think I was hyping myself up, but I'm like, girl, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Almost there. She could bake. Ooh, her devil crabs. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm determined. I think I'm gonna make some one day. I just don't want to disappoint myself. Her and my grandmother were great cooks, but she was just a different type of female. Like, oh my, she could sing. Like, I think my mom downplayed herself a lot, to be totally honest. There was one trauma that she carried because one teacher told her that she was dumb. Somebody told her that she was ugly, and she really believed that shit. Those people, like, that trauma followed her, and she really believed that trauma. But it was so crazy how she didn't realize she was overcoming that stuff. Because even when it came down to school, she would say, your mama's not that smart, but I'll do what I can to help you, when she wasn't at work and if she was there. She didn't care about fashion. Mom, the way she would go to the store, I'd be like, girl, mama, girl, I don't care about that. I gotta get in my yard. I gotta get in my yard, baby. Do not come between her and her yard and her lawnmower and her planting her trees. This chick done built the fence. Different. Just different. She just hit different. She was a tell it like it is type situation. She would always be like, Angel, you so brave, for those who don't know. You so brazen. I would be like, ma'am, I'm just more vocal. She was kind of smooth and slick with it. Like my son. Like, my son will tell you off and people will still be like, oh, Tyler. And I'll be like, he just told. My mom was like that. She would tell you off and it would be so slick and smooth and subtle. And I'd be like, hey. But I'm the mean one. Man, she could cook. She could sing. She would bellow out notes. She'd be like, oh, I'll try it. And then just like flawlessly put it out there. She was funny. Slick, but funny. She, I can remember, like, there was this saying where, people said how much it rained on your wedding day was how many tears you were gonna cry in your marriage. So my mom said it was sunny on both of my wedding days and I cried many tears. So that statement is false and I don't want to do it again. She didn't want to do it again. What else? Oh, like this is another joke with her being sarcastic and funny. My mom worked a lot. She had to work a lot to rebuild some stuff. And I needed her to sign a permission slip. I think I was going somewhere, a permission slip for something. And when I looked at it, she spelled my name wrong. She had it spelled as Angle. Insider. I was like, who is Angle? So, girl, you know who I mean. Go ahead. And ever since then, the Insider. One of my friends' mom, like I told them, and ever since then, she would call me Angle. And that was like our own little inside thing, too. She could bellow out a note like it was no other. she also like when I say she was slick funny and would slick tell you off, after I had Tyler, like I'm kind of top heavy, kind of, and it runs in my family. So um like my milk had came in and she was like, girl, you got your you got your grandma breast. She didn't say breast. You got your grandma breast. And I said, oh no ma'am, my grandma breasts were huge to the point where they were so heavy she had an indention in her shoulder. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, ma'am. She was just a different breed. A different breed who stood her own, who didn't take no junk. Um, would go above and beyond. Like she would teach people how to cook certain things. She just she was just different. Mm. Um, Watching my mom lose her memory was hard. Um, and it was quick. It went from her not knowing how to count, her forgetting things in like 5 minute intervals, just simple things. The first thing that I noticed, she had came to pick up my son. She loved my son. They had like this they had a special relationship. She loved all her grandkids, but it was something about Tyler and her boy. I think mostly because, Ty was sick when he was born a lot. So I think she was just extremely protective of him. But she she came to pick him up because I was determined to finish school. I was in my last month and I was gonna sleep in my car. And she didn't want me to do that. She was like, why don't you just come home and we'll figure it out from there. And I was like, I only got a month left. Um, yeah, I just need you to take Tyler. I don't want him to be nowhere else. Just take Tyler for me, and I'll come down on the weekends. And when she left, because I had put she helped me pack up my apartment, and we had put stuff in storage, and she took Tyler. I can remember the look on Tyler's face. Ooh, um, it took her so much longer to get home than it usually did. And I called her and she said, I just took a wrong turn. And I was like, a wrong turn? And she was like, yeah, I just took a wrong turn. And I was like, okay. And it would be certain things and different things that she would say, but she was kind of putting it off as menopause. And I had never been through menopause, but she was telling me that the doctor said it's menopause, it's part of menopause. You have fog of the brain. And I was in my intern, and I told the doctor that I was interning for, like her symptoms and what she was telling me over the phone and what was going on. And he said, that doesn't sound like menopause. You need to go check on your mom. And I did. And once I got there, everything was totally different. The biggest red flag was her bills was behind. And she did not play about her bills. She did not play about her bills. Um it just spiraled so fast. So fast. The day that she actually forgot me completely, we were at a family gathering, and I was basically, they was like, there's Angel, there's your baby, because I'm the youngest of the group. And she said, I don't have any babies. I don't have any babies. But you're pretty. You're so pretty. But I don't have any babies. knowing that there is no existence of me at all was hard. That was hard. Whew. um I'll give anything to hear her voice, to hear her say angel. It was a certain way she would say angel. um give anything to taste some food. I know at one point, um she was a fighter. She was a fighter. A fighter. Throughout this disease, she fought very hard. Very resilient spirit. And throughout this disease, there were moments when I felt like, or when I knew I was in denial, because there would be times when I know Ty was like really sick at one point, and I just wanted to call her and ask her, like, what could I do for him? I was driving home and I was like, I need to call him. And I had to catch myself, because at this point she was nonverbal and not moving, and yeah. So if you have your mother or any family member who has battled this disease, and anyone who you're caregiving for your parent, it's a whole different ball game. But love on your people. Love on the ones who love on you correctly. Love on. Take pictures. Take videos. I wish I had a bulk of videos where I could hear her voice, hear her sing. I wish I wrote down recipes, or just sat in the kitchen a little longer, or just listened to stories a little longer. Yeah, my mama Janie was an eclectic kind of woman. Strong, resilient, hardworking, beautiful, smart. Just her.